அந்த ஊரில் இருக்கும் என் குடும்பம். அதனால தான் அவர் இங்கே வந்திருக்காரு. அதனால தான் நான் பேச்சை ஆரம்பிக்கும் பொழுது நான் உயிரே உறவே தமிழே என்று ஆரம்பித்தேன். அதில் தமிழிலிருந்து பிறந்தது தான் உங்கள் பாஷையும். அதனால் ನೀங்களும் அதில் ಉಟ್ಪಡುವೀர்கள்.
ಕಳೆದ ವಾರ ತಗ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಚಿತ್ರದ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದ ತಾಯಿ ಭಾಷೆ ತಮಿಳು ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೆ ನೀಡಿ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಕೇಳದೆ ಸೊಕ್ಕು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ನಟ ಕಮಲ್ ಹಾಸನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ತರಾಟೆಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ತಗ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಹಾಗೂ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಭದ್ರತೆ ಒದಗಿಸುವಂತೆ ತಮಿಳು ಚಿತ್ರನಟ ಕಮಲ್ ಹಾಸನ್ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟ್ಟಿಲೇರಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಕುರಿತು ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ನಡೆಸಿದ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ನಟ ಕಮಲ್ ಹಾಸನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತರಾಟೆಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ತಮಿಳುನಾಡ ಕಮಲ್ ಹಾಸನ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿರೋಧ ವ್ಯಕ್ತವಾದ ಬೆನ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ತನ್ನ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟ್ಟಿಲೇರಿದ್ರು. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ನಡೆಸಿದ ನ್ಯಾಯಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಾಗಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಅವರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಡೆತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲಾಭಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ನಡೆಸಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಆದರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರ ಭಾಷಾ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಹಾಗೂ ಭಾವನೆಗೆ ನೋವುಂಟು ಮಾಡುವುದು ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ. ನೆಲ ಜಲ ಭಾಷೆ ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ತಿಳಿಗೊಳಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆಯೂ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯಿಂದ ಹುಟ್ಟುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂದು ನ್ಯಾಯಮೂರ್ತಿಗಳು ತರಾಟೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಮೊದಲು ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಕೇಳಿ ನಂತರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಕುರಿತು ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮಂಥವ್ರು ಮಾತನಾಡುವಾಗ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ತಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡುವುದಲ್ಲ ಎಂದು ನ್ಯಾಯಾಧೀಶರು ಕಮಲ್ ಹಾಸನ್ಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಹೇಳಿದರು.
Something on marriage, but I want to actually maybe take 2 minutes of your lordship's time.
Right.
I hope your lordship won't mind me, Lord, because I just want to say something, Lord. Ultimately, Lord, I want to say something which I also believe in. I had a word with Kamal Haasan.
It would enhance your stature.
Yes, but I want to make something else. I communicated everything that your lordship said. There is no question, Lord. What your lordship said was without question something which had to be communicated. It has been, but can I only request my lord to look at that letter for a minute, which I gave your lordships in the morning. I'll just read it out, and I want to make one submission on that basis.
All right.
May I just read it?
Ah.
I acknowledge your letter. This is issued in reply to the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Out of deep respect to the people of Karnataka, I offer the following with sincerity. It pains me that my statement at the Thug Life audio launch, spoken out of genuine affection for the legendary Dr. Rajkumar's family, especially Shivarajkumar, has been misunderstood and taken out of context. My words were intended only to convey that we are all one and from the same family, and not to diminish Kannada in any way. There is no dispute or debate on the rich legacy of Kannada language. Like Tamil, Kannada has a proud literary and cultural tradition that I have long admired. Throughout my career, I have cherished the warmth and affection extended to me by the Kannada-speaking community, and I say this with a clear conscience and conviction. My love for the language is genuine, and I have great respect for the love that Kannadigas have for their mother tongue. My bond with Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam, and all languages of this land is abiding and heartfelt. I have always stood for the equal dignity of all Indian languages and remain opposed to the dominance of any one language over another, as such imbalance undermines the linguistic fabric of the Union of India. I know and speak the language of cinema. Cinema is a universal language that knows only love and bonding. My statement was also only to establish that bond and unity amongst all of us. It is this love and bond that my seniors taught me, which I wanted to share. It is out of this love and bond that Shivarna attended the audio launch event. I really regret that Shivarna had to go through embarrassment on account of this, but I'm sure our true love and respect for each other will always remain and get firmer now. Cinema must remain a bridge between people, never a wall that divides them. This was the intent of my statement, and I never have been nor would ever want to give any room for public unrest and animosity. I sincerely hope my words are received in the spirit they were intended, and that my enduring affection for Karnataka, its people and their language is recognized in its true light. I earnestly believe that this misunderstanding is temporary and an opportunity to reiterate our mutual love and respect. Now I want to make two statements now.
Only one sentence was to be added.
There are...
Everything is fine.
Lord,
only one sentence.
may I just say this?
If I
have a slightly different point of view on this.
Yes,
I have a different point of view on this. No, Lordship may permit me to say that. One is, of course, to say I apologize and that's the end of the entire story.
Yeah,
one is one way of looking at it.
Yes.
The other, my lord, is to explain the circumstance in which it is made and also to express his undying sincerity.
No problem.
One,
yeah, all right.
and affection ultimately for the people of Karnataka as well as for the language. Now, if, my lord, he had no malice in the statement that he had made, and I don't think, my lord, anyone who will view the video will think that it was made out of some malice for the language. he certainly would not make a statement as he has now, and Lord, which is on record before your Lordships, with respect to his own stand on Kannada and what Kannada is. Now, it, in my humble submission, cannot be a scenario where we look at things, my Lord, so differently that because of
Let you complete. Yes.
one statement that is made in the context of an audio launch with respect to an individual, a superstar from Karnataka, who was present in the audio launch, in order to invite him or to speak about him, a statement was made. Now, if that is a statement which, my Lord, results in someone getting or thinking that the language itself is in some way impinged upon by virtue of the statement, that fact has now, my Lord, in my humble submission, been absolutely clarified insofar as this statement is
No
concerned.
problem. We will accept your clarification.
One-
The aftermath of it.
My Lord, please appreciate this. If, my Lord, a public a citizen who also is in public life has now come out and made it absolutely clear that his love for the language, my Lord, is sincere. Everyone must appreciate that as well. It
Yeah,
can't be. It
that-
can't be.
No, nobody is saying that we won't appreciate whatever you have.
It
You
can't
said
be.
it now. We'll see. Yes.
It can't be, my Lord. That
When have you communicated to the film
sent
chamber?
today. It's sent today.
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 Yes.
The letter came. We received on 31st. He was not in the country.
Hmm.
He came back today early morning, and the first thing he did was write out this letter.
One sentence, sir. That's
Lord,
all.
in my humble submission, Lord, that compulsion should not be there.
No, not compulsion.
That compulsion should not be
See,
there
not
because
not compulsion. That is the grace that you should act.
No, that-
you exhibit.
there are, my Lord, one must appreciate, my Lord, that ultimately there are going to be
So why
everything
this
has to
beating
be.
around the bush?
It's not beating about the bush.
You
It
have
is saying
clarified
very
everything.
clearly.
And notwithstanding this, if you have definitely, if this, my statement has resulted in something, yes, be done with.
Lord, there are many ways of ultimately, my Lord. I can say this.
No,
We have
there are
come
many,
before
there
your
are many
Lordship.
ways of seeking, clarifying it. There is only one way of seeking apology.
My Lord, it is his stand, my Lord, that I think I must say with certain amount of responsibility, because I have had a word with him myself. It is his stand that he has the utmost respect for the language.
No
One-
problem, sir.
If he
We'll
has the
accept
utmost
it. We'll
respect,
accept it because you have written so.
yes, I've
We'll
written so.
accept it.
Then, Lord, there's nothing more to be done. There's nothing more to be
The
said,
only-
Lord.
the only
Ultimately,
thing-
I'm here
For police
exercising, Lord,
protection, I will
exercising, Lord, my
pass an
constitutional
order,
right.
no problem.
Lord, 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Exercising, my Lord, what I believe is my constitutional right to come to your constitutional court asking for protection. And I believe, my Lord, that this is a statement which I have made out of the greatest sincerity of my heart. And I have said so in this court and I've said so everywhere that
No.
my love and affection for the language and the people of Karnataka is always abiding. Now, if there is something, my Lord, which we can then resolve by dialogue with all of them, we will do it because, my Lord, we have now, the statement he makes is, which he made when Operation Sindoor happened and there was an audio launch fixed at that time. He said, art can wait, India is more important.
No, that's all right.
Therefore-
Nobody is questioning that.
Therefore, my Lord,
I am only asking, a sentence added at the end.
it is not added,
would
Lord.
have
It
solved
is not
the
added.
problem.
Lord, it is not added. Now it is not added, in my humble submission, Lord, because of the language of this, everything that can be possibly said to reflect his intention, because an apology is required if there is malice. If there is no malice
This is-
and
see, this-
misunderstanding, it
This
is a different thing.
This is where you are sticking on to the ego of not.
No, it's not ego, my Lord. It is not ego at all. It is not ego at all. I can
I
assure your
said,
Lordships, it is
may
not
be-
ego.
Sir, it may be Kamal Haasan, it may be.
Doesn't matter,
anybody.
bro. I'm not
That's
on
what I'm
individuals
telling.
today.
It is the sentiment of the masses of the state that has been undermined is what the problem has arisen about. That we will see. You should understand the magnitude of the problem. It can lead to something else. And your statement can stop everything else. It stands at that threshold.
My Lord,
If it is
it's-
at that crossroads,
it's at a crossroad where ultimately an explanation has been given, and it is, if, my Lord, the intention was to actually denigrate a language or to say something abusive about a language
No, if
or
you're-
to
one
degrade
minute,
a
sir.
language.
If your intention is this,
Yes.
why not end it with everything correct?
My Lord, this can't be more than this, is all I can say.
There is not a word saying that yes, if I have hurt the sentiments, this would not happen.
It's not there. That is not there. But it's an explanation of what he intended.
Very simple. It's an explanation for a clarification.
No, it's an explanation. My lord, please, it's not a clarification. I would humbly submit this is not a clarification. This is a declaration. It's a
correct.
declaration of a stand
No,
insofar as an individual is concerned.
Absolutely, sir. It's a declaration of justification.
No, it's not justification. I'm sorry, he is not justified in any of his statements, except I want your lordship to see, if that was the intention, Lord, why would he say this? My words were intended only
Well,
to
if you
communicate.
want me to pass an orders with regard to, on merit, I will pass. No
No, of
problem.
course, Lord. Now I want to say one thing.
Yes.
Lord, he said art can wait. He says the release also can wait
No problem. Then I will.
in Karnataka. We will not release the film in Karnataka. If, Lord, there is,
I'll pass an order on.
no, your lordship may adjourn it, my lord, by 1 week.
May I make
Nothing sustains, otherwise if they say that they are waiting to release the movie at a later point of time, then the question of giving any kind of say, police protection also.
I'm not asking for police protection today. I'm saying please adjourn the
I'm just
matter.
clarifying that.
We'll have a dialogue with KFCC if they are willing to discuss it. If they are willing to discuss it, we'll have a discussion. Your lordship may have it after 1 week.
The counsel for the KFCC also is present.
It's to appear for the petition, I mean, respondent number 5, whatever the dialogues as my learned friend.
Dialogues.
My learned friend has
Dialogues are in
made
the
before
film.
this
ತಕ್ಷಣ
Tamil
film
court.
style ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
Dialogue.
ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ a film,
No, no,
all film oriented
everything should come with
language.
sincerity, my lord.
It's
Whatever
there
is,
is a-
whatever is, I can only say this, whatever is sincere is written in this letter. And this is sincere.
Have you seen this?
No one
letter?
can.
Yes, we
It's
received
been
it
sent
a few
to them.
minutes back last.
2 minutes back.
Few minutes back. I mean,
No,
to say
it was
1 hour
sent in the
before we
morning.
have received.
It
We
was
supposed
emailed
to
in the
conduct
morning.
the EC meeting by the time we received, and we have given the suggestion to the office that prejudice will be caused until the case get the conclusion. So that's what we.
So I will adjourn this matter. Anyway, they are not wanting police protection now. We'll adjourn the matter and you have not a dialogue but a trialogue.
Please, please. Yes, Lordship.
in between, my lord, my application.
No, all
Can you
others
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
can't come
ಸುಮ್ನೆ
in
ಇರಿ
this.
sir. Yes.
Others can't come, my lord. Then it becomes.
That is why ಅವರು ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಇರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Yes. We already made some people parties. So I will record all that. And code letter ನೋಡಿ.
There is no single word, as your Honor suggested to.
Actually, that's all.
There
that
is
was
no
needed.
single word.
Anyway,
Hey, my lord,
that's
I
all.
can, as a lawyer, my lord, before your lordships, I can say, I've communicated to your lordships that this statement is with all sincerity. There is no backing down from these statements. And if one reads this statement and compares it with the statement earlier made, I think one should.
This was made today, is it?
Made today,
Ah.
because he came back this morning from another launch somewhere else.
Mm.
He was in Dubai, he came back. The first thing he did, and nothing else, the first thing he did was send out this letter, because a letter came from the KFCC. So he wanted to express his sincerity both to the language, to the people of Karnataka, as well as to the Film Chamber of Commerce, which he has done now. And Lord,
What did he want to express?
his sincerity about the language, ultimately. What else, my lord? I ask myself, it is, Lord, ultimately, I would respectfully say this. It can't be that a statement made should be simply viewed, and on that basis, my lord, he be compelled to say something else. If he has explained it and he's been sincere about his explanation, of course, my lord, one may have a difference of understanding as to what should be done and what should not be done. Everyone has a right to express his opinion. And I don't think, Lord, anyone should then stand up and say, you must do it only in this particular way and nothing
No,
else.
no, court will not enter
I'm
into
not
all
saying the
that.
court
I'm not
said it.
saying I
I'm
will
not
say
saying
that.
the court, Film Chamber of Commerce or anyone else. Now with this statement, I would respectfully say, you should put everything to rest. And
Yes, that's what I'm saying since
everyone
morning.
should put it to rest with this statement and then proceed further. Ultimately, my lord, there are going to be Kannada films here. There are going to be Tamil films here. Everyone has to survive in this country. Ultimately, we are India. It is not, while we may be divided on linguistic grounds, we are not divided as
That's
a
a fact,
country.
sir.
We are not
That's a
divided as a
fact.
country. And
That's
therefore,
who said dividing the country?
no, it's not that. But I'm saying linguistically,
Sir,
we may be different, but we're all the
I
same.
tell you, languages may be many, country is still one.
Correct.
That
That's what
there
I'm
can be no division there.
I agree, my lord.
Yes.
I'm saying ultimately, that is the objective. We can't, I don't want linguism to become the reason, Lord, why we are divided.
Exactly my point. Why are you entering into that by making a statement like this? Leave it. You just say, yes, this was a statement that was made at the drop of the hat.
That is also
It's
said.
over.
That is also said in another interview. That statement also was made. That I am not a historian.
Apology.
I am not a historian. Now that is, it is not about compelling someone. He has said what he has to say. Now, since this is the situation, Lord, he does not want to release the film for now. until we do some dialogue or dialogues or trialogues with.
Except a
Shiva,
monologue.
what's-
Except a
No
monologue.
monologue. I did a monologue for some time. Pardon me, my lord.
Will pass in order. Yes. The petitioner, Rajkamal Films International, represented by its, yeah, who's representing it? Represented by its chief executive officer, is at the doors of this court seeking a direction by issuance of a writ in the nature of mandamus, seeking, mandamus for the state to take steps to restrain the respondent from taking any measures directly or indirectly would in any manner restrain, restrict exhibition of the petitioner's film Thug Life in all languages in the state of Karnataka. The situation of the petitioner being at the doors of this court is triggered on the audio launch of the movie Thug Life, producer of which is said to be the actor Mr. Kamal Haasan. The statement that was made was, where have you report? You showed me that video. Where have you reported that transcript of it somewhere?
Transcript is not there, but
The statement that is allegedly made by Kamala Hassan is that the language hyphen Kannada is born out of language hyphen Tamil. This stirred the hornet's nest and triggered certain unrest in the state of Karnataka by the people holding that it has undermined the sentiment of language attached to the people of Karnataka. In the interregnum, the movie Thug Life is set to be released all over, including the state of Karnataka. The Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce, the fifth respondent herein, is said to have resolution madidara.
Not yet, Your Lordship.
no, it is a letter.
Is said to have issued certain statements that they would not be permitting the movie Thug Life to be screened in any of the cinemas / multiplexes in the state of Karnataka, for the reason that the actor has undermined the sentiments of the people of Karnataka on the statement, quote, statement noted supra. The learned counsel, noted supra. The learned senior counsel Dhyan Chinnappa produces a communication made from Kamala Hassan to, from Mr. Kamal Haasan to the president of Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce. The communication reads as follows. The learned senior counsel would submit that at this juncture, the producer, we say producer or the distributor, what is it?
He's a producer.
The producer of the film Thug Life.
Petitioner.
The petitioner is not for now willing to screen the movie in Karnataka unless he would encourage a dialogue or a trialogue with the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce or the Film Chamber of Commerce. In that light, the learned senior counsel submits that the matter may be adjourned to enable them to have a dialogue, and if there is any settlement that is arrived at between the parties with regard to acceptance of what is communicated to the Film Chamber of Commerce, the issue would be put at rest. In that light, the matter stands adjourned. 1 week, Dhyan?
I'm so sorry. Of course not. Your Lordship may only consider saying the Film Chamber of Commerce demanded an apology specifically, and this is the response.
The learned senior counsel would add that the fifth respondent Film Chamber of Commerce had demanded an apology for having allegedly undermined the sentiment of the people of Karnataka qua the language, i.e. Kannada. the letter that is now that is quoted supra, which is addressed to the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce, is in response to the demand of an apology. But the word apology is not found in the communication. But nonetheless, the learned senior counsel would emphasize that it is in response to the demand for apology by the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce. On all these factors, and also in the light of the fact that the fact of the statement of the senior counsel on instructions that the screening of the movie would not be insisted upon in the state of Karnataka till the issue gets resolved with the Adithan.
Till the dialogue, Your Lordship.
Till the dialogue / trialogue would yield any results. Therefore, the matter stands adjourned. One vara kodla.
One.
Matter stands adjourned to 10th. We'll take it on 10th. 10th at 3:30 PM for further hearing.
Formal notice may have to be issued to.
Notice ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ.
Yes.
One,
Please, Vilas, 1 and 2 are statement.
1 and 2 AGA na ನೀವು?
AGM.
AGA Act 1, 2, 3 AGA, 4 Shanti Bhushan, 5 ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರೇನು?
Danda judges.
So and so 5 petitioner to serve set of papers upon
Will serve.
the aforesaid council.
Yes.
Yes,
Grateful. Publish, please.
yes. But even now, discretion is the best part of valor.
Allows it.